For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Good evening and welcome to the OSI video stream game of the week. Where tonight we're at Appleton East High School as the Patriots get ready to take on the Wildcats of Oshkosh West. I'm Jonathan Kraus. Joining me in just a few minutes will be Zach Morris on color for tonight's call. And also with us tonight is Gary Berlowski on camera. Yes, a three-man crew, but unfortunately it's not going to be like the classic Monday Night Football, as Gary a little bit too far away to offer any color commentary here this afternoon. For these two teams, it's been a difficult 2024 football season. Appleton East comes into tonight's game 2-4 overall, 0-4 in the Fox Valley Association. They opened up strong this year. They beat Green Bay Southwest 28-21 in Week 1, and then topped Kettle Moraine 6-0 in Week 2. But since then, they have lost to Neenah, Hortonville, Kimberly, and Fond du Lac. As for Oshkosh West, they opened their season with a win, 12-7 over Green Bay Preble, but now have losses to Oshkosh North, Kimberly, Appleton North, Neenah, and Kaukauna. Now, to be fair, as far as Oshkosh West is concerned, they've had to run the gauntlet here in the Fox Valley Association with the four best teams in the last 4 weeks here in their conference schedule. So, Zach, you have two teams that have struggled to score points. What are the keys for them here coming into tonight's game?
Well, run your game plan. That's step one. Easy as it sounds, when you are in a season where if you're Oshkosh West 1-5 and for East 2-4, there's been multiple games where either the game plan got altered within the first quarter just because being outscored, or just by issues of maybe turnovers and not running the play effectively. So the first team that can stick with their game plan the longest will come out the victor. But if you're the other team, just try to be a disruptor on defense. It takes one or two fumbles to change everyone's idea of the game. The first one that can make the huge play on defense will have that early start in the first half.
For Appleton East, their biggest problem has been sustaining drives this year. They are what we would call a ground and pound type of offense. They run a triple option, which means that their goal is ball control, get enough, 4 or 5 yards on first down so that you're not behind the chains. And they just have not been able to piece together that kind of success. As for Oshkosh West, they've been beset with some injuries so far this year to some of their top talent, but they're closer to being full strength now. One stat that jumped out at me in game prep here this week was the same player leads them in passing yards, rushing yards, and receiving yards. That is Chase Brandel, who this season has thrown for 501 yards. He has rushed for 226 yards, and he has 202 yards receiving. So he's a 1,000-yard guy just 6 weeks into the season. And obviously a goal tonight will be to get the ball into his hands as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that if you're able to be a playmaker on multiple parts of your offense, that is where you're a player that you're going to be looked at, especially by the defense, knowing that you can catch, run, and pass all together.
By the way, he was not throwing to himself, in case you're wondering. Brandel was in relief of Landon Ubring, who is the starting quarterback for West here tonight, coming off an early season injury. Taking a look at standings in the Fox Valley Association as we're getting down to crunch time here. A lot of teams have to pick up some wins to make themselves playoff eligible. It is Kaukauna and Kimberly atop the conference with 4-0 records, respectively. Keep in mind, Kimberly has played one less non-conference game than Kaukauna, but that is not considered for any of the tiebreakers. Then tied for third, you have Nina and Appleton North. Nice bounce-back season for the Lightning. And then it's everybody else trailing by quite a bit. Fond du Lac and Hortonville are at 1-3. Appleton East and Oshkosh West are both at 0-4. Coming, let's see here, a couple of other games that are on tap for tonight in the area. We've got Appleton West playing host to Pulaski. Keela's at Chilton. Clintonville plays host to Manawa. The Mighty Bayport Pirates are at De Pere. Wydewega Fremont is at Amherst tonight. Lourdes Academy is traveling to Dodgeland. The Scandinavia, who's ranked in the state rankings, is at Edgar tonight in a good matchup. Green Bay Southwest will take on Green Bay Preble. Fond du Lac is at Hortonville. Appleton North is at Kaukauna. Good game there. St. Mary's Springs travels to Lemira tonight. North Fond du Lac is at Mayville. It is Kimberly at Neenah, so two huge matchups in the FVA tonight. We've got Brilliant at New Holstein. Fox Valley Lutheran is at New London tonight. Hilbert is at Reedsville. Denmark will take on Seymour. Xavier travels to Shawano tonight. It's Little Chute at Sheboygan Falls. Green Bay East is at Sheboygan North. Green Bay Notre Dame travels to Sheboygan South. O'Connell Falls is at Shiocton. St. Mary Catholic plays host to Manitowoc Roncalli tonight. Oshkosh North is home against Green Bay West. Watoma is at Waupun. Ashwaubenon will travel to take on West De Pere. Winneconne is hosting Wapaka tonight, and Berlin is at Wisconsin Dells. And then wrapping things up, Freedom taking on Wrightstown, a huge matchup in that one as both teams come into that game undefeated tonight and ranked in the state. Here it's homecoming night at Appleton East. If you're just driving around, want to come out, we can tell you that Appleton police have cleared all the roads that were blocked, not allowing you to actually get to Appleton East High School because of the homecoming parade. Fortunately, the setup crew arrived just in time to beat the roadblocks. I did not.
That we did. That we did. Gary and I able to get in time and get everything set up.
Tell you what, why don't we take a 1 minute break? When we come back, we'll bring you the anthem presentation. You are watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
Colors presented there by the Color Guard and the anthem by the Appleton East Singers. I'd like to thank one of our participating sponsors for tonight's game, and that is Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you will get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, save you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today. We always do. Counting down to kickoff here between Appleton East and Oshkosh West. Appleton East won the toss. They deferred their choice to the second half. So it'll be West having the ball first. They are in their road white uniforms. Appleton East in the home blues with the gray pants. WizSports.net out with their weekly rankings. In Division 1, Kimberly is still number 1 in the state at 5-0. In Division 2, Slinger's number 1. Kaukauna is ranked 5th. West De Pere is 8th. Beaver Dam is 10th. In Division 3, it's Green Bay Notre Dame number 1 in the state. In Division 4, you've got Freedom, undefeated on the season, ranked 7th. Winneconne, undefeated, ranked 8th. Mayville, undefeated on the season, ranked 10th. And then in Division 5, it's Wrightstown, number 1 in the state there. Kiel is ranked number 5. And in Division 6, Coleman is number 2 in the state behind Regis. Division 7, Potosi-Cassville is 1 in the state. Iola Scandinavia is currently ranked as the 5th best team in D7. Again, 3 weeks of football left before the playoffs begin. Playoff eligibility determined first by your conference record. If you go 500 or better in your conference, you automatically get in. If that does not fill the field, and for some reason it's not filling the field in recent years, then the computer comes into play and decides who had the best strength of schedule and the results pertaining to that. Just about set for kickoff here this evening. Handling the kicking duties is Ben Smeestad, a senior, 5'11", 175 for Appleton East. This is a formation we're seeing more and more teams do here, the huddle around the football, and then they break into their usual coverage set. Back deep to receive for West is Jake Balog, a 5'10", junior running back, and the kick comes short and will actually be taken with a fair catch, if you will, by Owen Heim. So Heim downs the ball just inside the 30-yard line. Pretty decent field position there for Oshkosh West. So out comes Oshkosh West, their first possession here on the night. Starting at quarterback is Landon Ubrig. They'll start spread formation here. 3 receiver set, play fake, and they'll pitch. Going around the far side is Heim, trying to turn the corner, and manages to dance his way out to about the 36-yard line. So a little trickeration here on the first play of the game for the Wildcats. Picks up 6.
That's you feel pretty confident when you're able to get a couple yards on first down, especially a gain of 6, and where you're feeling, okay, this is how our offense should look, and we'll get a first down within the next 2 plays.
Pistol formation this time as he sends a man in motion across the formation. Ubrig rolls right. Lots of time. Now he's going to decide to go with it himself across the 40, and that'll be enough for a West first down. Gain of 5 on the play. Ubrig not afraid to tote the football himself. As a matter of fact, he's got 39 rushing yards on 22 carries so far this season. Works out of the shotgun, flanked by 2 players this time. And they'll hand it off for a short gain out to about the 43-yard line. Ball carrier was Jason Franchak, their second leading rusher on the season behind Chase Brandel.
Struggling offenses just by getting a couple of yards every play, not losing yards will be the big beneficiary of making this a great drive.
Fronczek again, this time off the right side. He's got some space as he plows into Appleton East territory down to about the 44-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play and a good-looking first drive here for the Wildcats.
And just using his blocker, being able to continue to push it on the sideline and being able to gain a couple more yards. If you have speed, that's the place to use it.
West going hurry up here. No huddle. You bring a hard count, but then he hands off for Fronczek straight up the middle again, plowing forward inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. So gain of 7 on first down to bring up a second down and 3.
And that's where your offensive line is already feeling the momentum of, hey, we're winning the battle early on in this possession. And you just want to keep running the ball, being able to continue to get up to the secondary blockers.
As you can see from the film here, Oshkosh West, a considerable size advantage along the line. They're going to keep using that to full extent as Fronczek again is brought down right past the first down marker. They're going to say he got enough, and the drive continues for the Wildcats.
Oh, definitely, Jonathan. If you have that size advantage, you're going to continue to run with the ball. I mean, we're already seeing them run on the outside, no problem, but definitely there's a huge advantage if they run in between the tackles.
Or maybe they know I'm here tonight, and I like calling running plays. This time they'll pitch it. The man coming around the end, that's Heim again. Trying to reverse field now and gets down to about the 26-yard line. Nice piece of running along the sideline there as he allowed some of his blocks to develop out in front of him. Gain of 8 to bring up a second down and 2.
And that was a block made by Jake Balog being able to get on the outside, and he was able to cut in and get that big gain.
Whoop. A little early start there. Tyler Leschke, a little unsure of the snap count. 6'2", 233, right tackle. And this again gets back to what we were talking about in the pregame. Two teams who have struggled to maintain offensive momentum, sustain drives. So now it goes back to second down and 7. And they'll hand it off to Fronczek again. He hits the hole and gets inside the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down. Gain of 9 on the play. Fronczek in this drive alone, 5 carries, 33 yards.
Well on pace for 100-yard rushing game, I would say.
100-yard rushing quarter. Fronczek gets it again, hits the hole, breaks some tackles at the line of scrimmage, and now a rugby scrum breaks out. And he's finally tackled just shy of the 10-yard line. Pickup of 12 on the play. Like I said, just outside the 10-yard line, and now Appleton East is going to take a timeout. Why don't we take one as well? You are watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
An impressive opening drive here for Oshkosh West. Started just inside their own 30-yard line. They've driven down to the Appleton East 12, looking at a first down and 10, and it has been technically all on the ground. I think that one play where they pitched it forward to Heim is going to count as a forward pass. But other than that, it's been a run-heavy attack here for the Wildcats so far tonight. Handed off, Fronczek wrapped up this time and brought down to the backfield. Appleton East running a bit of a run stunt there as getting in for the tackle was Nico Nygaard, a sophomore defensive lineman.
Just because our cameraman Gary was confused on that handoff, hey, the Patriots were able to find that and snuff it out right away. And a play like that is that first -1 for the Wildcats. And this is where the Patriots, you need to take full advantage. You want to keep the Wildcats out of the end zone.
Loss of 1 on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 11. Pitch forward again. It's coming around the side. That gets wrapped up and dropped. Again, great job sealing the outside. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was Nygaard again on the tackle coming up. Loss of 3 on the play that time. Simon had nowhere to go on that play, and now it's 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. Straight drop. First pass attempt of the night is incomplete. Tried to find a receiver on a seam route there, but that was well covered in the end zone. And again, the drive stalls in the red zone, and Oshkosh West will have to try a field goal. Elliott Reed is the kicker for Oshkosh West. Attempted 6 field goals so far this year. He's made 4 of them, which at this level is pretty strong. Snap, a little wide. Kick on the way. That's nowhere near good. So the Appleton East defense answers the challenge after getting punched in the mouth for the first 8 or 9 plays of this drive. They stiffen inside the red zone, force a missed field goal, and now they have a chance to take the lead here, set up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's a great job by Appleton East. You know, as long as you keep your opposing team out of the end zone, it is a win, especially if you're able to force a missed field goal as well. But it's, you know, for the Wildcats, it's disappointing to not score a touchdown, but if you can just continue to run between the tackles, there's something growing that you're going to continue to maintain that battle. And you would think in the later stages in the second half, a huge advantage to go for Oshkosh West.
Now, if you're Appleton East, you want to get some ball control here, give your defense a little bit of a rest as they were getting pushed around there for most of that first drive. They'll come out with Alex Thompson working under center. Again, this is a triple option offense that they run, so a lot of snaps under center. Handoff is to the running back, who is met right in the hole for no gain, Kyrese White.
Not much you can do when you have 3 Wildcats pouncing on you the second you get the handoff. Luckily, no loss on the play.
This type of offense built on deception, misdirection. You'll still see pulling guards, fake handoffs, inside reverse. Now working out of the shotgun. Straight drop, little pump fake. Thompson running for his life now. Nobody open downfield. Let's see what he can make out of it. And he'll get about 4 yards out to the 24-yard line. So good decision there by Thompson. Nothing available downfield, and managed to beat the defense to the far side of the field for a decent gain. Brings up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I mean, it was an excellent play, knowing that it could have been a whole lot worse how deep he was in his backfield.
Now they line up in a bit of an I formation here. And the handoff, this play is going nowhere. Is dropped in the backfield was White again for about a 2-yard loss. So, Appleton East does not accomplish the goal of chewing up the clock and keeping their defense off the field as they go 3 and out. Actually closer to a 3-yard loss there, the way it looks. And they'll be forced to punt. Handling the punting duties is Alex Thompson, the quarterback. Gets it away, had a guy right in his face. Little end over end shot towards the far sideline, goes out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. So Oshkosh West set up in prime offensive position here for their second possession of the night. They're going to come right off the sideline into their formation here as well.
So if you're the Wildcats, just continue to run the offense that worked well in the first drive. Just continue to run the ball and be able to go between the tackles. A couple first downs away from being in scoring position.
3 receivers set, and they'll hand it off. And that again is Franchak off the right side. Hammers his way down to about the 35-yard line. Going to mark him at the 36, so that's a gain of 8 on first down. Oshkosh West not running a true hurry-up offense here, but forcing Appleton East to keep their defensive personnel on the field for the entire drive. Franchak dances away from penetration and stretches out to about the 31-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Gain of 5 on the play. 9 carries, 57 yards now for Jaden.
For the Patriots, you just have to find a way to get no gain or loss of yards on the first down.
Send the man in motion, and they throw the pass to him, and that is Brandel. His first touch on the night gets down to about the 26-yard line. Going to say he was brought down inbounds, so the clock will continue to run after a quick 7-yard pickup. Second completion on the night for Ubrig is up to 15 yards now. Everybody checks the sideline for the play. I notice West doesn't go with the wristbands. That's my favorite. Look to the sideline, look at your wristband. Franchak again. Drags a tackler for a couple of yards. Going to be marked short of the first down. Getting in on penetration there, Apollo Massingue. He's the one who went for the bit of a ride there. And it looks like they're going to mark him about a yard short, 3rd down and 1 coming up. Long hold there, and then Ubrig decides to keep it himself, and that was a mistake because he's brought down in the backfield. So the read option there was the wrong option. And they're going to give him about a 1-yard loss or back to the original line of scrimmage.
They're going to mark first down.
Really?
It looked like he made just enough to get across.
Okay. So credit Ubrig with a 1-yard gain. Looked to me, he'd taken about a yard loss there, but
forward motion where the ball, maybe he stretched it out or before he was tackled.
Send the man in motion again. Franchak gets the carry this time off the left-hand side. Plowing through a couple of defenders down inside the 10-yard line. That'll be another West first down. Gain of 13 on the play. Franchak now up to 71 yards on 11 carries here in the first quarter. And I might add a fast-moving first quarter.
Well, he'll be an opportunity now for the Wildcats.
Remember, they had a 1st and 10 at the 11 on their opening possession. Failed to score. Hand off, Franchak, right side. Met in the hole as a flag flies behind the play. And it's going to be holding against Oshkosh West.
This is just what Appleton East needed, a penalty to help start this drive go backwards. We saw that in the last possession. The second negative play happened for the Wildcats to stop the drive. And now the Patriots will hope that the same success happens in the second drive like it did in the first.
So that'll back it up to the 19-yard line. Remains 1st and goal. Everybody looking to the sideline for the play. Ubrig takes the snap. Pitches it backwards. Trying to get around the corner is Brandel. Now he's giving up a whole lot of ground. Look out. And then pretty much the entire East defense collapses on that. Great job by Adrian Scaife to not give up on the play. 6'1", 166-pound junior. That pushes it all the way out to the 31-yard line.
I mean, we're looking at a loss of 11 on that play alone. And that's coming off right after the holding penalty.
2nd and goal from the 31. Brando with a loss of 12 on the play. 3 receivers set. And now Ubrig thought about going. Still looking for somebody downfield. Still looking. Now finally tries to throw down the middle, and it's knocked away incomplete. Pass defended by Jacob Wiesbach, a 6'2", 175-pound defensive back. And now it's 3rd and goal from the 31-yard line. Stops the clock with 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. So 2 trips to the red zone here for Oshkosh West, and they're in serious danger of not scoring on either of them. Because I doubt they're going to try a 50-yard field goal. Well, what do we got? Timeout called by Appleton East. So why don't we let you know about tonight's participating sponsor, and that is Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro Partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you will get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, saves you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today. We always do. Jonathan Kraus and Zach Morris with you here on the call. Gary Brolowski also working camera for us here tonight. 3-man crew because there's no room for 2 cameras here in the booth at Appleton East.
Yeah, Gary's out in the stands.
Yep.
So
Getting to be with his people. 3rd down and goal from the 31-yard line. This series started out 1st and goal from the 9. Deep drop. Look out. Not brought down from behind. That had strip sack written all over it. Carter Kepsel, a 6'1", 176-pound linebacker, makes the play, and now it is 4th and goal from the 40. And West will be forced to punt.
yeah, not too many scenarios you see yourself punting on goal-to-go situations. So, yeah, I mean, it's a rough end for the Wildcats. But, again, you're still seeing this team being able to run, and you can still rely on that in the later stages of this game. But, again, another great job by this Patriot defense.
Ubrig is the punter. He's a rugby-style kicker, so that's why you see this offset protection as the first quarter comes to an end. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, the start of the second, you're watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
For the 2nd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
All right, as we come back to start the second quarter, it's 4th and goal for Oshkosh West at the 40-yard line. Long story. We'll summarize it during halftime. Ubrig's punt bounces just inside the 10 and is going to be down at the 1-yard line. So Appleton East will have to go 99 yards. They want to get on the board here tonight. A first quarter that was literally dominated for every second by Oshkosh West, and we're still scoreless.
You have those weird scenarios in games where you look at the yardage and go, how is this team not having a bigger lead, or what was the issue? It just comes down to just not being able to score in the red zone. And the most opportune time for the Patriots, this game stops in these goal-to-go situations.
It's like a little confusion here on what play they want to run as Thompson gets under center. I'd imagine it's just, no, he's going to look to throw. Nope, fakes it. And now he'll take off. Nice gain on first down here. Still on his feet out to about the 13-yard line. So Alex Thompson gives the Patriots a little bit of breathing room on a nice first down run. They pick up their first down here in the second quarter. Just the second drive for the Patriots as well. I don't have official time of possession stats, but I'm pretty sure it was 10-2 there in the first quarter. Handoff to the halfback. Short gain there for Kyrese White, who's finding some tough sledding here in terms of running so far tonight. Gain of about 4 on the play, and now official stopping play for an injured Oshkosh West player. Oh, a cramp. Interesting. A little late in the year for that. Most of the time you see cramping in the early part of the season when it's 85 degrees and humid. Got to do a better job of pre-hydrating here on game days. Zach, what is our game for next week?
Well, next week, as we continue to get closer to the postseason, we have Kaukauna taking on Kimberly. So it should be an exciting game, as every time these two teams play each other has been a tight performance.
Yeah. And who has a call on that one? I know it's not me.
Gary and I.
Okay. Enjoy. That'll be a good game. The injured Wildcat player able to run off on his own. That's Brady Joel, a 6'1", 256-pound junior. So 2nd down and 7 as we come back to live action. Thompson will work from, I thought worked from under center. Again, seems to be a lot of confusion here tonight on what Appleton East is running. And a false start penalty will back them up 5 yards. Right tackle getting a little bit of an early jump there. I think that was Cody Kelleher Jr. So making now 2nd down and 13 for the Patriots. Again, not an offense that is particularly efficient at long distance. And now we get a flag, and Oshkosh West gives the Patriots the 5 yards right back.
Well, just trying to, if you make a penalty, if your opponent match it. No harm, no foul.
Might be a good time to point out that these two teams are combined 3-9 on the season. So I'll make a 2nd down now and 7 for the Patriots. Straight drop, pass to the outside is caught. Hauling that one in is Apollo Massingue. And going to say he got about 4 yards on the play, and that will be enough for a first down.
Couple scores going on right now. In the first quarter, we have Pulaski leading Appleton West 14-8 in the first quarter. Oshkosh North Spartans leading Green Bay West 21-7 in the first.
Thompson running for his life again along the sideline. Then he just flips it forward into the bench. And now we're going to have a discussion as to whether or not there was a, well, they're saying incomplete pass. So Good thinking there by Thompson. As if he had taken the sack yardage, it would be second down at about 16. Now they get a fresh start at 2nd and 10. Thompson on the keeper, and he's got room again across the 30 and tripped up at about the 36-yard line.
So now you see the Patriots getting a little bit of a groove on offense where it's not just the Wildcats running the ball. Hey, Patriots can also run themselves.
10-yard pickup on the play. It's enough for a first down. Again, Appleton East started at their own 1-yard line on this drive. Official having a conversation here with the Appleton East sideline. Not sure exactly what's up there. Little misdirection give. Ball comes loose late, but they're going to say the runner was down. And that ball carrier was Kyrie's White again. Gain of 5, bring up second down and 5. Clock continues to roll. Send the man in motion over the top, and he gets the pitch. It's Damian Fisher. He gets across the 45-yard line out to about the 47. So first time they've run that play, the pitch to the wingman in motion. Fisher goes for 9 yards and another first down.
Now you're starting to see confidence with this Patriot offense. Now their offensive linemen are feeling pretty good, getting out to their defenders and being able to continue to help get some extra push for the ball carriers.
Appleton East, an undersized football team across the board here, and that's why you run triple option, because it does not require a lot of one-on-one blocking, a lot of zone block, motion blocks as well. Thompson with the pitch. White will try to turn corner, breaks one tackle and picks up about 3 or 4. So you're going to give him 4 on the play, so that'll bring up a second. No, 3 on the play, second down is 7. Into Oshkosh West territory for the first time tonight. Thompson calling an audible here and shifting the formation into an I look. Fakes to the fullback and then has nowhere to go. Brought down for no gain at the line of scrimmage. Make it third down and 7 coming up.
Made the right decision on the option, but the problem was there was nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, a number of guys there on the offensive line lost their individual battles. So 3rd and long here for the Patriots. The way things are going tonight, probably not going for it, even if it was 4th and short. Fakes a handoff and the pitch. Fisher, long way to go, and he's not going to get there. Again, back to the original line of scrimmage for no gain. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 7, and the Patriots will choose to punt.
Things to build off for the Patriot offense, though. You at least got a few first downs, unlike their previous possession, and you'll feel better moving forward in this game. But for West, defense gets another stop. Hopefully their offense will try to punch it in on this possession.
Send a man in motion on punt coverage, and they are not very effectively blocking those rushers as Thompson was under pressure again, but manages to get it down all the way to the 15-yard line. So Oshkosh West will start deep in their own territory here on their 3rd possession of the night. The first one, they got down to the 11-yard line, stalled and missed a field goal. And then on the last possession, they got down to the 9-yard line, took a big loss on a sack, took a loss on a holding penalty, and then took a loss on another sack. And we had a 4th and 40. Ubrick continuing at quarterback. Gives it off. It's Ranchik again. He's got room, or Franchik, I should say, all the way out to the 34-yard line. So a pickup of 20 on first down. He's got 12 carries for 91 yards here so far in the first half. West keeping their same personnel in here. Not allowing Appleton East to substitute either. Hey, the band put on their fancy garb here for halftime. Long handoff there for Franchik as he'll try to go off the right side and makes his way across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
This is what we've been seeing from the Wildcats offense. Between the 20s, they can run no problem. It's just trying to avoid a penalty, and that's what you don't rely on penalties or screw-ups here, the Patriots, but it's helped so much for Appleton East end these two possessions. A penalty aids it, and of course a negative play of loss of a few.
Hand off again. Franchik off the left side breaks the tackle to the line of scrimmage into Patriot territory and then driven back at the 45-yard line.
One of the better runs we've seen today, just because broke a tackle, no one was there for the next 5 yards, able to make that short gain into a pretty nice gain.
13 on the carry. He's got 110 now on the night. Clock also continues to roll here as we wind under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Franchek met in the hole this time, but bounces off and picks up 5 yards down to the 40.
Looking at no gain and then being able to bounce it out and get 5 yards. And that's how you keep these drives going, just to avoid those situations where nothing's going your way and just try to make something out of nothing.
Brandel, the man in motion. And a keeper by Ubrick, and again, the wrong decision there as he's brought down for a loss in the backfield.
I don't know if he saw his right tackle losing his battle from his defender, and maybe that would change his idea of what to do on that play.
With that read option, you're usually looking at one guy on the attack side of the defense to see if he can be beat on that side. If not, then you take it yourself, but not a lot of reading of the weak side when you're not even looking that way. So that brings up 3rd down and 6 now for the Wildcats. Handoff, Franchik, near side, tries to turn the corner, drags a man as another flag comes down. As it is, West would be short of the first down. And the indication is holding behind the play. So if you're East, do you take the penalty here or do you decline and put West in an awkward 4th down position?
I would accept it because they probably were going 4th down in that situation.
And that appears to be the decision that was made.
And that way, if you can get a stop or just a minimal game, I don't see Oshkosh West going for a 4th and 7 plus.
Pushes them back to their own 49-yard line, and now we have an issue, equipment issue in the backfield, but it looks like it's straightened out now. Ben Smeestad was having a problem with his gloves. I don't think they stopped the game for glove issues in football. So Ubrick, straight drop. Not finding anyone downfield. Now under pressure, wrapped up and brought down. Combo sack there as Aiden McClure and Apollo Massingue combine for, check that. Yeah, combine on the sack.
Well, a great decision by accepting the penalty to get into a passing situation for the Wildcats and getting that huge sack.
4th and 21 now for West. Ubrick gets the punt away. Nice tight spiral. It's taken inside the 25-yard line. Now trying to come to the near side is Nolan Scheppel, and he's got some room across the 45. So good starting field position for the Patriots. Certainly enough time, 2:43 left to go. This really isn't a fast attack offense, but break a long run. And I believe they have 2 timeouts left. Is that right? Or 1? I think they have 1 timeout left. So Thompson will work from under center here for the Patriots. That's the technique that coaches are looking for there. He had his back turned to the defense and was extending his arm to try and get an additional half yard with the ball position. Easy to get that ball punched out. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Send the man in motion over the top, and now they'll reset. Thompson checking with head coach Mark Krummenacker on the sideline. And then keeps it himself and gets wrapped up and buried. Manages to push forward for a couple of yards into Oshkosh West territory. Able to make a 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Patriots. Thompson now 6 carries for 31 yards. And a timeout is called by Oshkosh West. Tell you what, why don't we take one as well? You are watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
And as we come back to live action, Appleton East looking at a 3rd down and 5 from the Oshkosh West 49-yard line. Neither team has been able to find pay dirt as of yet. West showing a little run stunt there. Now Thompson will audible out of the play that they had called. Deep pitch. Fisher, he'll try to turn the corner and gets nowhere. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. And now another timeout is called by Oshkosh West.
Just want to make sure how their defense is securing you don't want to let one blown play right before halftime.
Well, it's 4th down, so they want to get a little bit of time left on the clock here after the punt.
Well, you want to make sure your punt team's all set up. We've seen situations where if the opposing team notices that, hey, they don't have that one defender on the right side, we can make an attempt here. Plus, anything around the 50-yard line, you have to be prepared for a possible sneak or a possible fake, because it can't happen because, well, you do a punt. We've seen this offense for West being able to move quickly. But when you're running the ball quite often, you might need more than, 90 seconds to get in field goal range.
So East does send out the punt team. Thompson, the quarterback, handles the punting as well. Almost looks like he changed his shoes for the duty as well. Takes a snap, and then a wobbler that's going to be very short, landing barely past the 35-yard line and all the way back to the 39. So Oshkosh West, with 1 timeout left, and 1:22, should have the final possession here in the first half. East will have the first possession to start the second half. They deferred their choice after winning the opening coin toss. So let's see how aggressive head coach Joe Ray decides to be. If you're going to call those timeouts to stop the clock, you may as well take a shot downfield, and they're going to do that. Pass off. See where they mark him out. Looks like it's going to be at the 48, so it's a yard short. Pickup of 9 on the play. Brandel's second catch for 16 yards on the night. And in going out of bounds, stops the clock as well. Ubrig, straight drop. Throws. And that one is caught. Getting into the secondary, that's Micah Finley, a sophomore wide receiver. And give him credit for 20 yards on the pickup. 1st and 10. Again, going out of bounds to stop the clock. So like every possession for the Wildcats tonight, they are into Appleton East territory. And now flags fly and another penalty. Just like every other previous drive.
Yeah, we're seeing that situation where, penalties have wrecked a lot of these drives for the Wildcats.
East gets an opportunity to run a couple of fresh players onto the defense. On 1st and 15. On 1st and 15. Officiating crew making sure that everybody is ready for play. It also winds the clock. Straight drop. Ubrig going to throw it deep down the right-hand side, and that pass is caught inside the 10-yard line. They're going to rule him down. Pass was caught out on the far side by Micah Finley. Pickup of 30 on the play. So 1st and goal here for the Wildcats. And turn it up. And now another rugby scrum breaks out and he gets pushed out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. They're going to say that his forward progress was stopped, so the clock will continue to roll. And Oshkosh, apparently not enough Wi-Fi bandwidth for us.
Well, we're battling a few things, but we're back on pace.
All right. So here come the Wildcats now. 2nd down and goal from the Patriot 2-yard line. Out of timeout, so let's see. Now they line up the wing under center, and the quarterback will get the false start penalty as he started moving towards the line before the snap was made. And for Oshkosh West, it has literally been Yosemite Sam action here this afternoon, or this evening, shooting themselves in the foot time after time. Now, this sets the clock in motion. So they're going to spike the ball and bring up a 3rd down and goal now from the 7-yard line. Running in an entirely new offensive set here. And they are going to attempt a field goal with 14 seconds left. It is 3rd down, right, Zach?
Well, we already saw what happened. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have. And
they're out of timeouts.
So there's the reason. Because if you're going to go for it's 3rd down, that means if you do not get in the end zone, you're going to be you can't kick a field goal because you're running out of time.
So again, it's Elliott Reed on. He missed an earlier attempt here this evening. Long count here. Nothing like freezing your own kicker. Maybe they're just trying to get Appleton East to jump. And now we'll get a delay of game penalty. Do you understand what's going on right now? You try to run a trick play where the wing comes in to line up under center. Then you spike it to bring on your field goal team. Then you try to draw an offside penalty to get 5 yards back. And then you send out the offense.
Unless they saw something that they didn't notice or try to trip up with the Patriots. But now time's running. Now you have the clock running.
Clock goes in motion off the penalty. So there's Ubrig. Final play of the half. Throws to the end zone. And it is batted away. Incomplete. and that will bring the first half to a scoreless conclusion. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you some of the first half stats. Obviously, no scoring recap to go through. And then we'll take a little break here for halftime programming. You're watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
So two teams who have struggled to score all season long are struggling to score here tonight on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Appleton East and Oshkosh West tied at 0. So no scoring recap for you here at halftime. Run down some of the stats for Appleton East. Passing, Alex Thompson is 1 of 2 for 6 yards. That lone catch was by Apollo Massingue. As for rushing yardage in the first half, Alex Thompson had 6 carries for 31 yards. Damian Fisher had 3 carries for 9 yards. Kyrese White had 5 carries for 9 yards. As for Oshkosh West, whose offense was on the field for most of the first half, they were led by Jaden Franchak, 16 carries, 118 yards. Then we had Owen Heim with 1 carry for 6 yards. Landon Ubrig, 5 carries for -9 yards. And Chase Brandel, 1 carry for -12. Passing, Ubrig in the first half was 4 of 6 for 74, 4 of 7, I should say, for 74 yards. Receptions going to Micah Finley. He had a 30-yard catch. Chase Brandel, 2 catches for 16. Owen Heim, 1 catch for 8 yards. And again, no scoring to recap here in the first half. So why don't we send it to a halftime break. When we come back, we'll try to guess what's going to go on for the second half. You are watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. And welcome back to the OSI video stream game of the week. Jonathan Kraus and Zach Morris with you tonight. Gary Berlowski working our camera remotely here this evening. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you will get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, save you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. Contact them today. We always do. Zach, I'm going to throw it upon you here to come up with some scores from other games going on in our area. Also thanks to our main sponsors, OSI, and also Myron Construction. Score here is 0-0 as we get ready for the third quarter of play. Oshkosh West had all of the real scoring threats as they got inside the Appleton East red zone 3 times on their 4 first-half possessions and failed to score on any of them.
All right, your quickest 30 seconds. We have Kaukauna leading Appleton North 7-0 at halftime. Ooh. Green Bay Preble over Green Bay Southwest 14-0 at the half. And as we continue to look further down the scoreboard, the Xavier Hawks leading the Shawano Hawks 7-0 at halftime.
Nothing better than a little hawk-on-hawk action.
De Pere leading Bayport 17-7 at halftime.
That can't be right.
And we also have Wrightstown over Freedom 17-14 at the half.
That's a good matchup tonight. Both teams ranked in the top 10 in the state in different divisions.
West De Pere leading Ashwaubenon 31-6 in the second quarter. And Neenah leading Kimberly 19-14 in the second.
Ooh, that'd be a bit of an upset there.
As just in time for the second half.
Yep. Just waiting for the teams to complete their warm-ups after the interminably long high school halftime.
Well, with homecoming here at Appleton East, the band performed the whole 15 minutes in the, well, about 10. 5 was about the court and
that's right.
Everything else that homecoming brings for the week.
I have to say I'm a little disappointed here. The stands are clearing out considerably, as apparently there's a lot of band and cheer or dance team parents who were here tonight. Or maybe it's people that want to see the ball thrown on every play. Oh, these 2 teams are just running it. Was giving Gary a little bit of guff there during halftime. He always takes me to task on social media when I'm complaining that teams like Wisconsin don't run the ball enough. So it'll be Appleton East to get the ball first to start the second half of play.
Well, if you're the Wildcats, just run your off. I mean, the thing is, both teams' offenses are starting to click. I mean, we saw early in the first couple of drives for the Wildcats, they were able to get down to goal-to-go situations. Even that third possession got into a scoring range before things got a little haywire with penalties. So right now, if you're the Wildcats, you'll have an opportunity to score in the second half. But as for the Patriots, take advantage of this opening drive, and this is why they deferred to take this opportunity and score early in the second half.
We did not have any turnovers in the first half. I think the first turnover is going to decide this game. Jacob Weisbach is the receiver to the left, and Kyrie's White to the near side. And it will go to Weisbach, who will take it out about the 5. Stutter steps, and the flag flies. By the way, the officiating crew getting into Breast Cancer Awareness Month as they have pink flags, pink bean bags, and then the pink holders for their whistles. So the penalty will go against Appleton East and back them up even more. That's been a bigger challenge as well for the Patriots. They've had terrible field position to start their drives all night. Meanwhile, Oshkosh West has moved the ball at will again until they've made it to the red zone. So it looks like this drive will start at about the 8-yard line.
Well, that's the other thing, too, for East now, when they've been able to move the ball, taking a lot of time off the clock. And, well, it's great in the first half for time possession. You will eventually run into a time problem in the second half.
It's only a problem if you're behind.
Or the game's scoreless.
And we're going to get a false start penalty to start the second half. half the distance to the goal. We'll take it back to the 4-yard line. Make it 1st and 14.
It appears that the Patriots weren't really sure what the play was supposed to be.
There's been a lot of that. A lot of confused looks back to the sideline here. As Thompson gets in under center. Keep it himself off the right side. Dances and makes a few guys miss. Nice run out to about the 12-yard line. So gets the penalty yardage back and then some. Looks like they're going to give him all the way to the 13. So that's a pickup of 9. And they'll make a 2nd down and 5.
Back on track with the penalty.
That's key to option football. You cannot get behind the chains. Thompson, straight drop. He's going to throw for the first time tonight. Down the middle of the field and it's batted away incomplete. Throwing into triple coverage. White was the intended receiver, but blanket coverage out there. Man, getting the hand on the ball there was Max Bowden, a linebacker dropping back into coverage.
Yeah, there was a lot of coverage back there, and luckily that it was not a turnover for the Patriots.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Thompson comes set under center, and they'll run the wing pitch. Trying to get around the far side corner is Fisher, and that goes nowhere. Going to mark him for no gain. 4th down and 5, and Appleton East will be forced to punt. Fisher, who earlier had a 9-yard carry the first time he touched the ball, his last 3 carries have gone for no yardage. And now East keeping a good number of their offensive players on the field here for this punt. No way they're going to run a fake. Snap to Thompson. Kick is away. Nice punt. Best of the night for him as it's well over the head of the receiver. Nearly hit the back judge. And is finally down to the 30-yard line.
Maybe it was like Madden. You had to wait for the meter to make that max kick and want to make sure that, hey, this kick was going to work excellent. And then it did. They got beyond the returner and being able to get a couple more yards with the bounce.
I hate to tell you, but I have never played a single second of Madden football.
Well, age difference would be a little bit. I mean, it was a big thing when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah. It was a big thing when I was in high school already.
Still is for people that like it. I haven't played in a long time. But
well, a lot of offensive coordinators and head coaches in the NFL have apparently
analytics were almost born during it.
So here's the handoff. Fronczak running hard across the right side. Busts his way, still on his feet. And finally corralled inside of Appleton East territory.
And that was that big play that the Wildcats were looking for on their offense. We've seen little stretches earlier, but that is their best run of the night.
22 yards gives Fronczak now 140 yards on 17 carries. Right back on the ball here, and it's Fronczak again off the right side, running into the hole and going about 5 yards.
I think we're seeing more of the halftime break helping out the linemen for Oshkosh West, where now they're having those big pushes they had in that first possession, and that's what helped start that 22-yard carry.
Well, again, we don't have time of possession stats, but of the 24 minutes, I'm pretty sure Oshkosh West had it for about 19. Here's Fronczak again, running right, or left, I should say, and getting down to about the 31-yard line.
I mean, these are just big running lanes right now for the Wildcats.
19th carry on the night. We have to give him another line on my score sheet here pretty soon. I got a kick out of Landon Ubrig, the quarterback, running right behind him. Not sure how that helps, but this time they'll switch it up, give it to Jake Balog as flags fly. Also a common theme of the first half. And it looks like Oshkosh West is going to get backed up again. Holding is the indication.
Yeah, and holding has been the penalty that has been killing these drives for the Wildcats, just being unable to respond to these penalties. And that's what killed several of their drives. And hopefully, if you're the Wildcats, not this one, but this is just what the Patriots needed.
1st and 20 now. So we get some whistles here to make sure we're all set. Ubrick still out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off. Franchik dances inside and picks up about 3 on the play. Little extracurricular playing to the whistle there at the top of the play.
Well, you play to hear the whistle, or at least so you actually believe you heard the whistle.
The echo of the whistle. That's what you play to. Franchik now 20 carries for 159 yards. Bring up a second down at 17 now for the Wildcats. Ubrig tried to step up, then retreats, throws the middle of the field wide open as a man inside the 15 to the 10-5 touchdown. Taking it in is Alex Dyken, junior receiver, and Oshkosh West finally gets on the board with a 37-yard touchdown.
It's a great throw. Found his receiver wide open, and having no Patriot near him, just able to use that situation, score an easy touchdown. And the first time for the Wildcats to score on a possession that was on a great drive with a holding call.
Extra point on the way is good. So finally, we have some points in this one as Oshkosh West takes the lead. Back in a minute here on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
For the 2nd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
9 yards. Finally breaks the seal on the scoring here tonight as Oshkosh West goes up on top 7-0. The key was Oshkosh West didn't get into the red zone. That was it. Good kickoff goes into the end zone as Elliott Reed shows off some good leg strength.
Well, looking at our YouTube's live stream right now, looking at our comments, we have Hank messaging in. We talked about Madden earlier. Hank had a question. How about Techno Super Bowl?
Tecmo Bowl I played with the untackleable Bo Jackson.
And you can understand football by playing Tecmo Bowl, where you need to be able to know when to pass and run, because the defense can guess. Now, granted, 6 plays is a lot different than most playbooks, but still, you get a good idea how offenses do the correct way to move your offense down the field if you don't have one of the superstar players.
Actually, I played a lot more of Coleco head-to-head football. I'll explain later. Here's the pitch, and that play is going nowhere as being dumped deep in the backfield is Kyrese White again. The man credited with the tackle there, coming up from the linebacker position. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll make it 2nd down and 12. Tough running night for Kyrese White. He's got 6 carries for 7 total yards. Been a tough night altogether for the Patriots. I've got them 46, 55, 62 yards of total offense so far.
Well, you're at the point now. You have 19 minutes left in this game. We have seen this offense come to life, but the problem is, you mentioned the field position.
And now they'll be forced to use a timeout. So why don't we take a quick break here, and then when we come back, more action on the OSI video stream Game of the Week.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
And as we come out of the timeout, Appleton East will be looking at a 2nd down and a 12 at their own 18-yard line. Patriots trailing for the first time tonight, as Oshkosh West opening up the second half with the lone touchdown so far. Send the man in motion. Thompson will pitch to the other end, coming around, and that is brought down just past what had been the original line of scrimmage. Daniel Deek, the ball carrier. Going to give him credit for a gain of about 3 on the play, and we'll make it 3rd down now and 9 for the Patriots.
Not sure the play to go to in this triple read option if you're 3rd and 9 for the Patriots.
They're going to go with a couple of play fakes. Thompson running for his life, underthrows the intended receiver, and it'll be a 3 and out again for the Patriots. So Thompson will stay in to handle the punting duties. Back deep to receive for Oshkosh West is Owen Heim. Snap back is okay. Little spinner that lands and now continues to bounce forward for Oshkosh West into Appleton East territory again. They'll start 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And a golden opportunity now for the Wildcats to be able to make this a 2-possession game. So it's going to be more of the Patriots' defense. Can they hold? They had a situation on a 1st and 20, but it led to that situation where the Wildcats were able to get that long touchdown strike.
Really, the only thing that has stopped Oshkosh West tonight has been themselves in terms of penalties. Handoff, Franchik again, dancing through the hole, and now finally brought to the turf after a gain of about 8. 21st carry on the night for 167 yards. And now we have a couple of East players who are slow to get up. One is a cramp right out here in front of us. And the other, we're limping off, is Adrian Scaife. Looks like he's actually going to stay in, though. So this is the second player we've seen having to be assisted with cramps.
Hydration is key.
Eli Shinsky, a junior defensive lineman. Not a position where Appleton East is particularly deep. So it'll be up a 2nd down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Hubert continuing to work from out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off. This time it is Balog with a carry. Down inside the 35-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. And that'll move the chains. You almost get the feeling that if Oshkosh West scores here, it might be over. Send a man in motion. They'll hand it off. Balog again off the right side. This time gets wrapped up at the point and is driven backwards for no gain.
Yeah, that's a huge stop there for the Patriots, just trying to find a way to force a punt on this possession. And we've seen this Wildcat offense, if they can get no yards on that first down, you have a chance to end the drive.
I believe that was Max Chevalier with the tackle, coming up from the linebacker position. Second down and 10. Straight drop. Huber going to load up, go deep near side, and that was knocked out of bounds, incomplete. Pass was intended for Alex Dyken, who has the 39-yard touchdown reception tonight. Closing from the safety spot to bat that away was Evan Crow. Nope, check that. That's Jacob Weisbach. So now third down and 10 for the Wildcats. I would put this at more than likely, barring a huge loss here, 4-down territory for Oshkosh West. They'll hand it off. Franchek tries to turn the corner, and he does. As another flag flies. Gets down to the 30, but I think this one's coming back. The indication is an illegal block in the back by Oshkosh West. So that negates the nice gain. And they're going to mark it off. Looks like from about the 34-yard line, so back to the 39. That'll make it a third down and 14 for the Wildcats.
We have a question coming in from
that,
Eric.
All the way back to the 44-yard line.
On our YouTube stream. Does anyone know why East will never switch to spread or any other offense formation? This goes back to earlier what you said, Jonathan, about the players you have. Coaches will run the system that they have the players to run.
All right, you got to have a quarterback to run that system. You have to have a larger offensive line than Appleton East has. What you do with the triple option is you try to condense the game as much as possible to provide your opponent the fewest opportunities to score against you. Ubrig, straight drop, under pressure, and cannot hit the intended receiver, was Brandel. And now it's fourth down, and the Appleton East defense looks like they're going to get off the field here after Oshkosh West started in their territory on this drive.
Well, perfect example for Oshkosh West. 15 years ago, they were known as one of the Valley's best offensive passing attacks. And you change different classes, your talent pool changes, what you have to play with. And, of course, coaching regime changes also are a key part of it, but it's rare to see a certain team run the same formation or the same ideas for 10-plus years.
Ubrig dances in the backfield before finally getting the punt away. And another beauty that's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. Second time tonight that Ubrig has pinned the Patriots deep in their own territory. This time they're going to start from the 2. Our viewers should have been watching that game we had earlier this year with Pulaski running a single wing. Although they did throw the ball way too much on a single wing. I was kind of disappointed that night. So now Appleton East, with just over 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, starting deep in their own territory again.
Yeah, this is a rough point right now for the Patriots. It just seems the field position is just getting worse and worse every time they get the ball back.
It's twice as good as they had before. Last time it was a 1-yard line. Thompson fakes the handoff and then barely gets back out of the end zone. So he got back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up a second down and 10. Wind, by the way, blowing into Appleton East as they face in this direction. Thompson gets under center. He'll hand it off. And finding a little bit of running room for one of the running backs here tonight.
East just looking for that one big run just to get something going on this offense, feel better how this second half has been playing out. Just like how East had on that West had in that first possession of this half, where a 22-yard gain can really make your offensive lineman, be more energized for the rest of the drive.
So Fisher's 5-yard gain makes it 3rd down and 5 for the Patriots. They'll hand it off and dropped in the backfield for a loss on the play. And that will stall that drive as Brandon Mua was unable to get going. Looks like a loss of about 1, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 6 for the Patriots. So Thompson back on to punt. Owen deep to receive. Looping snap. This one's a low line drive. But it does roll forward for Appleton East and then is down at the 41-yard line. I think Appleton East needs to work a little bit on long snapping. They put a lot of pressure on Thompson with those kind of looping snaps back to him. So Oshkosh West still trying to build a 2-score lead here. And Ubrick keeps it himself. It gets dropped for about a 2-yard loss.
Kimberly has regained the lead over Neenah 21-19 in the third quarter, and Xavier extending their lead over Shawano 28-0 in the third.
Credit Aiden McClure with the tackle, but again, there was a penalty against Oshkosh West, so that'll push them back into their own territory again. 10-yard holding violation. Make it 1st and 20 now, back at their own 49-yard line. So the flag continues to be Appleton East's best defensive weapon here tonight. Ubrick, straight drop, has time. He's going to load, go far side, incomplete. Well overthrown, was trying to hit Brandel on the play. Coverage provided over the top by Burke Kozlowicz. And now it's 2nd down and 10. Already trying to formulate what my game summary is going to be for Football Friday night on the score.
Oh, we still have a whole other quarter to add to this
Chuck
story.
Friedman calls me up for a game report on this one. Ubrick, straight drop, has time, now flushed. Has room to run if he wants. Instead, he's going to try to load up, throw against his body, and it's incomplete.
2-on-2 there, but
yeah, usually you don't want 2 receivers next to each other when you're throwing a pass downfield.
unless one's going to tip it up in the air and your other receiver will make the catch.
Looked like Weisbach had a chance to pick that off, but I think he may have mistimed his jump a little bit. 3rd down and 20 now for the Wildcats. Ubrick working out of the pistol formation this time. Immediately under pressure. Tried to set up a receiver screen, but he threw it in behind Brandel and the Appleton East defense. I mean, all credit to them here tonight. They've been on the field almost the entire game.
And
they still have only given up 7 points.
And that just came off on a deep pass that someone lost their receiver and just could not stop him.
So 4th and 20. Ubrick stays in to handle the punting duties. Little rugby style, end over ender. That's taken on the run and with a fair catch. Bert Kozlowicz, actually, I think if he doesn't call fair catch there, he's got some room to run.
Yeah, but that's a hard judgment call. You have to make that decision pretty quickly if you're going to think you can run, but really throughout the whole entire game, the Wildcats have done a great job covering punts.
Yep. Best starting field position of the second half here for the Patriots, their own 20-yard line. Still only trailing by 7 in the final minutes of the third quarter. Good hard run here. And picking up, about looks like about 8 yards on first down. Kyrese White finally finding some running room. 7 carries and 15 yards for him tonight. Thompson, straight drop. Has plenty of time, throws middle of the field, and it's incomplete. They're going to say it bounced in.
Had the right idea.
Yep. Kate Hyman there with the near interception, and it's 3rd down and 2.
2nd and short, take a chance downfield.
Not exactly sure who the intended receiver was there. Huge play here for the Patriots. Got to keep this drive alive. Only so long that I think the defense is going to be able to hold without breaking. Thompson sends his man in motion over the top. He'll hand it off. Fullback plunge this time, and it's going to be close. Looks like they're going to give him the necessary yardage for the first down. So Brandon Mua, the fullback, picks up 2 yards, and that'll move the chains here for Appleton East. Probably one more play here before the end of the third quarter. Send a man in motion over the top, and now they're going to check with the sideline. Maybe we won't get one more play before the end of the quarter. Nope. Coach Kromenacker says he's seen enough here for quarter number 3, so we'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, the fourth quarter, you're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Tonight's game also being brought to you by Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Everything seems to cost more these days, including your electric bill. One reason you should contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your Rheem Pro Partner dealer in the Fox Valley. When you contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll find a Rheem system for any budget and peace of mind that you'll get a system that is reliable, energy efficient, and most importantly, save you money. So what are you waiting for? Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. So we come back here, fourth quarter action, 1st and 10 for the Patriots, and a little fullback dive. Will pick up a couple of yards out to about the 35-yard line. Mua the ball. All right, check that. White the ball carrier. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. Again, just feels like a must-score drive here for Appleton East. Thompson will keep it, fake the pitch, try to turn it up. That's not going anywhere. Maybe a 1-yard gain on the play. Again, credit to Oshkosh West. They have been incredibly disciplined here against the triple option tonight. In on the tackle, Caleb Christensen, a 5'11", 175-pound defensive back. Looks like they're going to get forward progress of 2 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 now for the Pats. Not sure if there's a special play they've been sitting on until a situation like this. Send one of the wings in motion.
They thought someone jumped for West, but no call.
Got to hustle up here. 5-second count is on in the backfield. Just get the play off. Thompson will keep it himself and breaks the tackle. And now he's got room inside the 50, inside the 40, inside the 30, and finally dragged out of bounds at the 18-yard line. So whatever they saw on the motion by Oshkosh West, they were able to take advantage of for a 42-yard run, the longest play of the game for Appleton East. I think some of the East fans were also calling for a horse collar tackle there, but I don't think the defender got his hand inside of the shoulder pad.
Or for late hit, it was a little bit too close.
Yeah. So the best chance on the night as Mua takes it off the right side, dances inside the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. Gain of 4 on 1st down. And again, if you're Appleton East, I mean, you're ecstatic with this. You have not played well. You've struggled on offense all night. And here you are with a chance to tie the game in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is what the Patriots needed. They just need a big run, which they got that for a 9-yard run to start out this possession. And definitely right there to get them in scoring position.
Send the man in motion. Play fake. Thompson, plenty of time. Lofts a pass near side. And it is a fight in the end zone between the two players. Touchdown! They're going to say it was the receiver that came down with it, even though the Oshkosh West player has the football. The touchdown reception is going to be credited here to Appleton East, as that was Daniel Deek with the reception for the TD. It looked to me like the defender was the one who made the first contact with the football, and eventually after the fight on the ground is the one that came up with it.
And tie usually goes to the receiver.
And now Appleton East is going to go for 2 and the lead. Remember in high school you operate from the 3-yard line, not the 2 like in the pros. They'll hand it off. Plowing forward and not getting close is White. So Oshkosh West remains on top 7-6 here in the 4th quarter. Let's take a quick break. You're watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
For the 2nd consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
So for Alex Thompson, the quarterback for Appleton East, that is his 2nd touchdown pass of the season. Daniel Deek bringing it in for the TD. However, the 2-point conversion fails, so the Patriots still find themselves trailing 7-6 now in the 4th quarter. So they will ask their defense to once again rise to the occasion to give them one more chance.
Now you start looking at the clock for East. How many minutes do you need if you get the ball back? If I'm West, you just try to drain this clock down to about the 2-minute mark. If not, if you're unable to put points on the board.
They are not expecting a deep kick here. The return man is only at the 25-yard line. Now he's forced to retreat, and he makes a fair catch, which is legal on a kickoff. So good thinking there by, let's see, Balog, the deep man. Not sure why they were so worried about an onside kick there. It's a little early yet. Still have more than 9 minutes to play.
Expect the unexpected.
I'm sorry, did Appleton East declare their intention to onside kick? Oh, wait, that's the pros.
No, that's a different
and
level.
their stupid rules. Excuse me, we'd like to onside kick now. What has happened to the game? Anyway, enough old man curmudgeon stuff. 7-6 your score. Hand off, Franchik again, up the gut. And a gain of about 4 on first down. That is his 22nd carry on the night for 171 yards. And now a whistle as one of the Oshkosh West offensive linemen is slow to get up. Looks like that is Gavin McMillan, a 6'1", 264 junior.
Well, a reminder for next week, a week of Kauna taking on Kimberly on our OSI video stream game of the week, as should be a great one with Kakana 5-1 and the Papermakers undefeated at 5-0. Both teams are actually in pretty tight games right now. A nice battle to get them prepared for next week.
I'm going to guess that the score is a little bit higher than 7-6 next week. By the way, McMillan is the center, so Ubrig is over working with the backup center. That's Camden Martin, who is a sophomore, and will have to handle the next snap, at least. So we'll come back to a 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats. Offensive line relaying the snap count here. And they'll keep it simple with another handoff. And pushing it out to about the first down marker. Looks like they're going to give him enough. That's Balog. So a gain of 6 on that. New set of downs here for Oshkosh West.
Kimberly now leads Neenah 28-19 in the fourth quarter. And is tied at 7 between Appleton North and Kakana in the third.
Ubrig sends a man in motion. Hand off again. Plowing forward is Balog for about 4 more yards, just shy of the 30-yard line. This has been a pretty common theme here for Oshkosh West tonight. They've been able to run the football very effectively until they get into the Appleton East red zone, and then it's just penalties and breakdowns. Nursing a 1-point lead here as we wind under 8 minutes to play. Appleton East showing a run blitz here. Does not get home, as this time it's Franchik off the left-hand side, and he's all the way out to the 38-yard line. That'll be enough for another Wildcat first down. Pickup of 11 on the play. Franchik with a good chance here to reach 200 yards rushing tonight. He's at 182. Long time getting the play in here, but I think that's intentional. Again, West wants to run as much time as possible on this drive. Moving along the line, it looks like Appleton East jumped. So West went with the hard count, gets a free 5 yards right there. And it'll be 1st and 5 now for the Cats.
Yeah, big penalty there for the Patriots, the best way to stop this offense is just in those 2nd and 10 or 2nd and long, and now making it a little bit easier for Oshkosh West to continue this drive and take more time off the clock.
Wildcats have the play in from the sideline. They'll hand it off again. And Franchik just making guys miss all over the place. Gets across midfield. Oh, check that. That was Balog. Gain of 6. And the new set of downs here for the Wildcats. Can the Patriot defense do it one more time here? Again, they got beat for one deep pass for the touchdown here tonight. That was it. Ubrig, long count here at the line of scrimmage. He'll hand it off. Follows Franchik into the hole for a gain of about 2. Got a few more scores from elsewhere here tonight.
Winneconne over Wapaka, 23 in the 4th. Bayport making its way back, now in 17-14 in the 4th quarter. And then we also have Neenah only down by 2, 28-26 in the 4th quarter.
Okay. And now we got whistles and a false start against Oshkosh West. 10th penalty on the night against Oshkosh West. Jaden Franchik coming in asking the official what was going on there. So back him up. That'll make it now 2nd and 13 for the Wildcats. But again, their main mission here is just to keep running clock. They got the ball with about 8:50 left to go in the game. They've run 4 minutes off so far. Handoff, big hole. Bursting into Appleton East territory goes Balog, and that will be good for about 10 yards. And they're making it 3rd and short now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it works perfectly for West, just taking more time off the clock, and their goal would be to get a 1st down here. You might start attacking the timeouts for Appleton East.
So once again, West taking all the time that they can. East loading up here along the line of scrimmage. And the ball goes, I believe that was a quarterback keeper. As following his fullback into the line was Ubrig, and he picks up the 2 yards necessary for the 1st down. So huge finish there. And that affords Oshkosh West as much as another 2 minutes worth of time, unless, as Zach mentioned, the Patriots decide to go the timeout route here.
I would hold on to the timeouts for 2 more plays, just in case they would happen to pass. You never know. Teams like to do that. But this is a set of downs that the Patriots have to get a stop on.
Would note there has not been a single turnover in tonight's game. Ubrig sends a man in motion. That's Brandel. Long hold, and then finally gives it off to Franchik, who hammers down to about the 40-yard line, and now Appleton East will begin to take their timeout. So why don't we take one as well? We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Welcome back to the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Jonathan Krause, Zach Morris with you here tonight. Tight-knit affair as Oshkosh West continues to nurse a 1-point lead. Their score came on a 39-yard touchdown pass to Alex Dyken with 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Appleton East answered with a 13-yard touchdown reception by Daniel Deek, but they went for two, failed to get it, and that is the difference in the contest right now. Coming out of the timeout, Oshkosh West looking at a second down and 10 from the East 40-yard line. Moving along the line again, and Appleton East will get hit with another 5-yard mark-off.
Tough break there for the Patriots, especially coming out of a timeout.
Ubrig will hand it off. Blog plowing off the left-hand side. Gain of about 2 on the play, and Appleton East will use another timeout. Their second of the second half. Blog becoming a little bit more of a workhorse here in the late going. Now up to 6 carries for 35 yards.
Another close game in the fourth quarter. Wrightstown over Freedom, 24-21.
Again, a matchup of two teams ranked in the top 10. Freedom in the top 10 in Division 4. Wrightstown, number 1 in the state in Division 5.
Pulaski extending their lead over Appleton West, 64-30 in the third quarter.
Okay. That's where all the scoring is tonight.
And New London leading Fox Valley Lutheran 24-7. That was from halftime.
Okay. So here we're looking at a third down and about 3 for Oshkosh West. I would imagine that if they fail to convert on this and it's manageable, they're still going to go for it, right? Or do you punt to the coffee corner and make East go 98 yards again?
Well, they've been doing a great job putting East in a tough spot. I wouldn't rule that out either.
I wouldn't rule out a pass here. Two receivers stacked to the top as Ubrig takes the snap, handing off, and Appleton East blows that play up immediately. As getting in is Deek from the linebacker position. And taking about a 2-yard loss on the play is Franchik. So now Appleton East chooses not to take a timeout.
So West will just run down the clock and take a timeout to ponder what they want to do here. I would believe you punt.
I would too.
Does analytics say go for it or punt in this situation?
I don't know. Let me call the Miami Dolphins head coach. He seems to live on analytics. And now, as you predicted, Oshkosh West will take the timeout.
So 1 timeout left for the Patriots. If you get the ball around the 10-yard line, you get one decent pass, but again, this offense when they scored a touchdown, it was because of a long run.
You know what? The Patriots are out of timeouts. I forgot they called one on an offensive play down here in their own end early in the third quarter. So they are out of timeouts. So they will not have one in their pocket. So if the Wildcats do choose to go for this, I think if you're Appleton East, you just have to sell out completely on a run blitz. And it looks like they are in a standard offensive set, although there seems to be some confusion as to where everybody needs to line up. So you can always pooch punt out of this formation. Again, Ubrick is the team's punter. And he's going to roll out. And then a little dump down pass, and that'll go for the first down. Well-conceived play there, as making the catch was Joey Ware, a sophomore tight end. And that should just about do it.
Yeah, just what they expected. They sold out on the run, and that was a great play action to be able to roll out and find a wide open receiver. And that was a great. They executed the play to perfection on that one, and it was a great job by the Wildcats to get the first down and get to watch time continue to fall off the clock.
Yeah, without the ability to stop it here, I mean, at best, East would get the ball back with about 6 seconds left. So Ubrick continues to work out of the shotgun. He'll keep it himself off the left-hand side, and he's got room. May go to the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Oshkosh West. Now, was that intentional? Because now East gets the ball back with still about 2 minutes left and a chance to go the length and a 2-point conversion to tie.
You can't tell a 1-5 team and have players not score. I think he won the score, even though he almost bounced off one of his teammates and almost fell to the ground. It was a great run, and East had no idea what to expect on that play.
So Ubrick goes in from 19 yards out. Big extra point here.
And it's good, so 14-6.
All right, so that makes it 14-6. Why don't we take a final break here, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
I think they. It's been an offensive explosion here in the second half. All 20 of our points have come after the halftime break. The latest, a 19-yard run by Landon Ubrig for Oshkosh West to give them a 14-6 lead. But if you're Appleton East, you're actually okay giving up that touchdown. You were out of timeouts. West could have run out the clock to end the game. And instead, you're going to have one final chance to get to the end zone, convert a 2-point conversion, and tie. It could be taken inside the 5-yard line and then whipped to the ground. Legal tackle, though. Looks like he had him up around the shoulder pads. So if you are Appleton East, you're going to have to go 82 yards in 2 minutes with no timeouts.
Well, a 2-minute drill, that's what you practice, right? In these situations, we have, well, the nice thing is the clock does stop momentarily. They move the chains.
Alex Thompson, by the way, for East tonight passing is 2 of 5 for 17 yards and a touchdown. And they're going to run. And picking up a good chunky yardage, but short of the first down marker, is Damian Fisher. Bring up a second down and 1.
Clock was stopped, so there was about 5-6 seconds getting to the Patriots.
Oh, boy. Here comes the controversy if they score in the last 5 seconds. Boy, taking a lot of time at the line here.
So now it's okay.
Play fake. Thompson, straight drop. Throws down far sideline, incomplete. Pass intended for Fisher. This is also a tough spot for Appleton East. They have a lot of short guys, so you really can't throw over the defense. Stops the clock. With 1:31 left to go here in regulation. Nobody on Appleton East seems to know what the play is. Now Fisher will line up as a wing, come in motion across the top, and they run. Mua out to about the 35-yard line. That will stop the clock momentarily as they get the chain set. Move with a gain of 6 on the play. Appleton East has got to get going here. 1:19 left to go. Thompson takes the snap. Fakes to no one. Now they're going to set up a little flanker screen here to Fisher. He needs to make some room, and he does. Trying to get to the outside, and it's taken out of bounds just inside of Oshkosh West territory. Pick up. Oh, we got a flag on the play, though. And the indication is that it's going to go against Appleton East. Holding. Negates a play that Appleton East absolutely had to get there.
Yeah, it was a solid play to be able to get several yards and get out of bounds, but due to the holding.
Clock starts now, coming out of the penalty. Long count here. Thompson out of the shotgun. Straight drop, fakes, now rolls. Nobody's open on this side, so he throws to an assistant coach. And the way it looks, the penalty was actually, the hold was called downfield because we're looking at a second down, well, third down. Second down and 9 now for the Patriots. Thompson will work under center this time. Again, Appleton East with no timeouts left, 48 seconds to go. Play fake. Thompson running for his life again, pointing and throwing and being nope, they're going to say we're going to have a conference. We have not seen anything, and it's going to be incomplete. 2 Wildcat defenders were there. I think they may have knocked it away from each other.
So 40 seconds. If you can't get the player out of bounds, I would try to get it near the 50-45 of West if I was East.
I don't know if Alex Thompson could throw it that far if you're thinking about a Hail Mary setup.
Well, it would be about 20 seconds to go. Try to get another 10, 15 yards.
And now Oshkosh West is going to take a timeout. While we take a 30-second break here, you're watching the OSI video stream game of the week.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
So Appleton East here looking at a couple of key plays as they try to pull off a miracle rally in the final minute. As we come out of the timeout, they're looking at a 3rd down and 9 at their own 36-yard line. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this one. They do not have any timeouts. Thompson's going to work out of the shotgun this time. Straight drop, has time. Throws far side, and that one is tipped and intercepted. And it may go for a pick 6. Back the other way to the end zone. Touchdown. So Oshkosh West salts this one away with a pick six. Interception by Connor Gibbs, a junior defensive back who goes 59 yards for the game-sealing touchdown.
Yeah, just had to take an opportunity on the pass that would be a little risky, and unfortunately for the Patriots, it was intercepted. But a great play for the Wildcats. Being able to run through traffic to be able to score that touchdown.
Tipped it to himself, managed to keep the feet in bounds all the way down the far sideline. Extra point on the way is good. So Oshkosh West, who thoroughly dominated tonight's action on both sides of the ball, finally gets some breathing room here real late in the contest.
Yeah, that just takes the energy now away from the Patriots, just hoping that maybe a broken play or just a miracle would score a touchdown and an opportunity to try to fight for overtime. Now just watch the game just basically end with 24 seconds to go.
Technically, both teams came in with still some hope of making the playoffs. They would have to be one of those computer selections from teams that did not finish 500 in their conference. But with the loss, I think that's pretty much it here for Appleton East, especially when you consider that they are going to finish their regular season with Oshkosh West, Appleton North, and Kaukauna. Excuse me, they're going to finish with Appleton North and Kaukauna. West could finish strong here. They've got Hortonville and Fond du Lac, two teams that have also struggled in conference play this year. And the kickoff return comes from the 5-yard line, as that is White bringing out to about the 20-yard line. And now East will probably try to run a couple of plays here before we wrap things up.
Hook and ladder, any types of plays, you can try to get a lot of yards and maybe get this down to a one-possession game before the game's over.
West, and I guess you could call it a prevent defense here. They have 3 high safeties right now. Now a 4th will drop back. And they're just going to run. Strong carry is bringing it out was Kyrese White. Picks up about 14 on the play. Clock stops here to reset the chains, but that should be the final play of the game. Final score tonight, Oshkosh West 21, Appleton East 7. A 1-minute break, and then we'll wrap things up here on the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
And welcome back to the post-game show as we wrap up this 21-6 win for Oshkosh West over Appleton East. Second half scoring recap, Alex Dyken, a 39-yard touchdown reception from Landon Ubrig. Finally got Oshkosh West on the board with 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, like I said, an offensive explosion. Daniel Deek with a 13-yard reception from Alex Thompson. But a two-point conversion failed, so Oshkosh West continued to lead 7-6. That's when Oshkosh West got a 19-yard touchdown run from Landon Ubrig. Extra point there was good. And with just 2:08 left to go in the game, it was West on top 14-6. Any hopes of an Appleton East comeback were dashed with Connor Gibbs going 59 yards on a pick six to seal the deal. 21-6 is the final. With the win, Oshkosh West improves to 2-5 on the season. They are, let's see here, 1-4 in the Fox Valley Association. With the loss, Appleton East falls to 2-5. They are 0-5 in the FVA. Up next for Oshkosh West, they'll be home against Hortonville coming up next Friday. The Patriots will travel to Appleton North next week for a matchup against the Lightning. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight. They include OSI, along with Myron Construction, and our participating sponsor tonight, it was Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. Zach, final thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, it was a great matchup. I mean, halftime, it was scoreless, and then West finally used their offense to get on the board, and East responded. And hey, it was a tight game till the last few minutes, and West just able to extend their lead by 2 scores. So both teams have a lot to work on and be able to improve in for the next 2 weeks of the regular season.
Speaking of next week in the regular season, our broadcast game on the stream will be Kaukauna at Kimberly, a matchup of 2 of the top teams in the Fox Valley Association. Pre-game around 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Gary Brolowski and Zach will have the call on that one. My thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. Again, our final score, Oshkosh West 21, Appleton East 6. You've been watching the OSI Video Stream Game of the Week. Have a great weekend.